Hi everyone, this is Hilde Larsen and I am going to talk to you just for a short while here from the woods. I just made another video, so watch on YouTube for that one, okay? It's getting cold out here. I am in Norway, Hilde Larsen, health and mindset coach, detox specialist, author of 3 books, most of all, life enthusiast, and this is what that's about. And I was calling this video the mindset of a fish. Why did I do that? Well, I was making this video about adrenals, about fatigue, about energy, about everything that you need to do to get your sand on, to heal those little babies, to understand why you're low energy, the adrenals and the thyroid. So watch out for that video. And so I don't want to do a double on that one. But I want to stop in and just tell you that your mindset really is everything. And the fish thing, I think it's a great story. Why? Because they're said to have a memory of about 3 minutes, or is it 3 seconds? And our memory is literally killing us, meaning our memory is becoming our story and we're clinging to it. And I had a client the other day that spent the whole hour wanting to express what was already lived. And I'm thinking, whatever happened way back then, happened then. And did you know that that story or that incident keeps on living within us? As long as you keep telling that same story, you're reliving it on a cellular level. As long as you believe that that story still defines you and that whatever you do in the future has anything to do with that, you're trapped. So our memory, hi Roseanne, hi Roseanne, yeah, I love you, I love all of you, thank you so much. Oh, hearts, flowers, sparkling, hi Gunnar. Okay, so the memory, what do we do about the memory that is holding us back? Look at it this way, there is one person that is growing up, being abused, going through traumas that most people don't even understand it's possible to live through and then stand and then even have a life. And for some people they don't. They end up struggling so much that they can't continue, that they can't go on. Their life is shattered. They end up as addicts or abusers themselves. And you know what? It becomes their story. The why they got there is what they're living. The abuse became the reason. Now you can talk to another person, went through the same traumas, have a beautiful, creative, inspiring, purposeful life. Because that same story to them was a catalyst for change and learning and wanting to do better. So they are not carrying the story as a nominator for who they are, but for who they have become. See, that's the trick. Going from who you think you are into what you can evolve into. And I'm not talking about you changing your soul, because you always are who you are. You're always this amazing light being, energetically connected with all that is. But that is not what we believe most of the time. Our little or big, huge ego and how we perceive the world outside of us defines every day that we live. And right this minute, I want to talk a little bit more about the story. Not the event that happened, not what you lived through, not who bombarded you with wrongdoings, not who f***ed up your life. That's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about your story. Which story are you telling yourself? When people ask you, what have you lived? What is your life? What is the story you're telling them? Because each time you take that story into your mouth, it becomes a truth again for every cell in your body. Everything within your body is a living entity, and it has memory. We know that water has memory. We are 80-90% water. We know that every cell holds memory. We know we have a subconscious mind that holds memory. This is why even with my clients, I tell them, if you've gone through something very traumatic, if you've been in bed for years, really sick, and you're in the same pajamas, burn it. If you're laying in the same room, change it, move, paint it, do something, jerk yourself, jinx yourself out of that equation that will trigger that cell memory within you. Your story is so powerful, it will tell you your future. What you're telling yourself today is the foundation of tomorrow, of what you're going to live tomorrow. So what are you going to live? Are you going to step up and take charge? Are you going to do what you know you have to do? Are you going to change your mindset so that it fits with what you really want to experience? Or are you going to let it stick around, bombard you with yesterday so that you can live more yesterdays? No. That's the power that you have. Or yes, that is your choice. You can stay wherever you are. You can stay where you are. And that is fine. But if you want to change something, I'm talking to you. If you want to elevate, I'm talking directly to you. If you are wondering why you're living the same shit over and over again, I'm here to tell you, look at your story. And if you don't like your story, if you don't like what you have lived, I'm not saying go hate it or ditch it. No, I am saying honor it, embrace it, allow it, learn from it, and then set it free. Because there's one thing that we are not, and that is a victim. Once you see yourself as a victim of anything, you have disempowered yourself completely. Look at a victim. It is shoulders forward, head down. It is nothing like empowerment. And it starts with your story, and it goes into your whole being. It goes into your physiology. You need to change your whole physiology. You need to walk like your new story. You need to talk like your new story. You need to dress like your new story. And you need to own it, and you need to mean it. And that is what I see is most lacking in this world today. And it's an honor to have a part of being a teacher to my clients and to my groups. But let me tell you, I can only trigger your inner knowing and your inner empowerment, because this is all about you. This is all about you. Getting together with like-minded people, stepping up, becoming, a member, reading books, whatever, contacting me or others. That's what it is about. But it's you, nothing else. You're the only one you've been waiting for. If you want to go all raw and eat all raw food, eat it. There's nothing to wait for. There's nothing more to learn. You know what raw food is. You know how to eat. You know how to pick. You know how to cut. You know how to shop. If you want to change your mindset, that takes hard work too. It takes diligence. But make a decision, because you're worthy and you're able and you're capable. And you're ready. You're ready the day that you decide, this is enough shit. This is my life now. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to do like Hilde and I'm going to hug a tree. That's where you can start. The simpler things. Do a simple juice in the morning. Take a walk barefoot every day. It doesn't have to be for more than a couple of minutes. Decide that whatever you believe is your butt, and not your behind butt, but the butt that comes when I say, well, just do that. There's a but. But I can't for this and that, or you don't understand. I do understand. I've been in hell. I've been there. And you don't have to be there to change, of course. It's not like, unless you've been traumatized, to being suicidal, you can't make this amazing life for yourself. Of course you can. We can do that every day. But if you're the one that thinks there's anything that defines your future except for you and your decision, there's not. I mean, that could be easy, and some people would think that that'd be nice, because then it wasn't our fault, and it's not about fault. It was never about fault. So if something terrible happened to you, no, it wasn't your fault. And it is, what I'm talking about has nothing to do with making it okay. It's accepting what happened as it did, and then move on. You can move on from anything. Anything. You can change from any standpoint. Yeah. So if you think this is just for those, or easy for you, no, it's for you. I'm talking directly to you now, because I see you. I see you. And there's a lot of pain in there, and a lot of hurt, and a lot of insecurity. But it doesn't matter. You can still do it. You can still ditch that story. So if you're really struggling with getting rid of it, sit down, find a journal, write out everything. Whatever happened to you that is crap and shit, and I don't care if it has to do with divorce, write it down, bury it, burn it, get away from it, because the story you're creating is amazing. And yes, do we have to live in this world? Yes, you might even have to meet someone or walk into a situation that is close to that, because you might have children with someone, or this is personal. Okay, yes you do. What do? Well, you become an observer to that. You take your emotions out of it. You handle it with your intellect. This is why we have an intellect. We can think, resonate. Sometimes we need that, figure out technical stuff. And then that's what we use. Then we step away from that, step into your heart, and work from love. Love, love, love yourself. Because if you really love yourself, you will not be able to tell that story, because you'll feel it's hurting you. Okay? So, what's a good story to tell? If you're walking from being traumatized, you don't know where to start, you're crying, you're angry at me just talking about this because you feel I'm, not getting how serious it is for you. How do you start? Well, it's hard to just ditch something and jump in as if nothing happened. And I don't think that's natural. And I don't see much success with that. Even though letting go is instant, we still have to take ourselves with us. So I say that you start practicing your story. Hi, my name is Hilde, and I am strong. See, everybody can do that. Doesn't matter what happened to me. I can say, I'm strong. I can say, and I'm strong. And I'm creating an amazing life right now. I'm taking action. I'm stepping up. And I feel better every single day. And the days that I don't feel better, I honor them. I realize that's a part of my path, and I keep on walking. And the next day after that, I will feel better. There are things that you can tell yourself that is easy to believe in. Because once you believe in your new story, it becomes it. Then that becomes the belief within you. And the old one will just fade away more and more until it just becomes a set of words, a story with no feelings, with no attachment, that you can revisit if it was ever needed, But it's not you anymore. It doesn't define you. You just defined you. So that was my message today. I felt like a preacher right now. And it was natural. It came from my YouTube video where I'm talking about the low adrenals and the low thyroid. The thyroid being your expression of self. Your adrenals being how you're taking care of yourself. And how you've been stressed out, running after life, trying to do better, trying to be the best. And most of all, when you're filled with fear and anxiety from traumas or something that happened to you, and remember this, it could be something from childhood. It doesn't have to be that much looking back, but it's still dead to you. It could be you growing up with an alcoholic parent. It could be you being molested. It could be you losing someone. It could be financial trauma. It could be anything. And the thing is, it doesn't matter what it is. The thing that matters is that it traumatized you. The thing that matters is that it changed your life. Or you don't even notice that it changed it because it's been so subtle. Your life has been running in that gear. It's been running in that direction. Because you're carrying that with you. You are, hi, I am Hilde. And I'm sick. And I'm sick because someone did this to me and I have no money because everybody took them away from me. That's me. Now I want to be healthy and I want to have a lot of money, but I am the person with no money and I am sick. Your body believes that and it's going to keep you there. Now, here's a trick. Quick trick. If you do get in nature and you do hug a tree, and you do walk barefoot, and you start eating fresh food, living fruits from nature, you are in fact inviting the body to change through detoxification and the rise of its vibration. So you're tricking yourself into starting that journey. Because you see, you cannot heal on one level. You heal on all levels at the same time. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So if you're sitting and listening to this and you're thinking, I don't know anything, I don't know what to do. Get a juicer, start bringing in the juices, buy more fruit, ditch the meat and the dairy and all the crap that is holding you back, hurting your body, and leaving you with nothing, with a constipated, full of shit body. Literally. This is the truth. And I'm bold when I say this, because we have to be authentic. This is 2018. We can be authentic. This is truth. This is what I see with my clients all the time. No holding back here. You can start at that end, then get support if you need it. Then step into a different neighborhood of your life. The people you surround yourself with. From your mindset, become your better friend. And good friends, I'm going to close up with this. Good friends tell each other good stories. So be your best friend by telling yourself a good story about you and your life. You deserve it. You've been loyal to yourself. But you might have been carrying around something that is weighing down your true expression and keeping your journey slow and numbed down. And that's how I'm going to close today. So thank you for being here. Hi, Bianca. Hi, Marcy. I saw you. I'm trying to see everybody that comes here. I see all the hearts flying by, and I just love it. And I honor every one of you for listening. And reach out to me. Send me an email, hilde@inspiredbyhilde.com. Go to my Facebook page. See, this is what Facebook does. I can't receive any more friends right now on my regular, but you can always try. They're opening some, people go, so I have some time. But you can like my page, and I post most of the same things. You can send me messages there too. I'm there every day, so it really isn't that much of a difference, okay? Hi, hey Lena. So, thank you. I'm gonna leave you now until, before, I don't know, maybe there's gonna be a bear coming or something. But I'm gonna hug this, so. Bye.